Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showcasing my villager trading hall design. So in my last video I showcased a multi-villager converter, and this is a villager trading hall to go with that design. So as you can see, it functions as a pretty standard villager trading hall, where you have villagers going into slices where you can contain them and trade with them. Each slice locks when a villager enters, and then you can either click the fence gate or the note block to empty out the slice. And now the slice is open, and the next villager that I send through the system will fall into this slice. So it's a toggle state, but if you spam it when it's empty, it won't close the slice again. It's only when the villager enters the slice, closes it, that this toggle state works. These slabs are to prevent villagers from pathfinding to other workstations. So for example, if I placed a workstation here, this villager might try to pathfind, and then when I place one here, it would not be able to find it since it's still reaching this one. But this design doesn't have that issue. A couple more things before I show you how to build this. Don't replace the mud with soul sand, otherwise it slows down the minecart and then they get stuck in this block and suffocate. And also the minimum input delay between minecarts for the system is 16 game ticks. If you go any shorter than that, they'll start bumping into each other. So keep it at 16 game ticks and you're good. Get on with the tutorial now. Start by placing at least 2 temporary blocks and a fence gate. The reason we need 2 blocks here is so you can run a rail under to transport discarded villagers. This step is optional, but if you want, you can place this simple contraption to activate the fence gate with a note block. Place a temporary block and a slab on top of it, and then come to the back of the contraption. Place an observer looking at the fence gate, a temporary block, 2 solid blocks, and a solid block underneath it. Break the temporary block and place a solid block on the observer, and then 2 droppers facing into each other. You can put your item in this dropper, then place a comparator here, an observer looking at it, a solid block, and another solid block diagonal from that with a sticky piston at the end. Place a solid block on top of this dropper, and place your rail like this. If you're building this in the east to west direction, you'll also need another solid block on top of this to prevent the villager from getting stuck. Then place 2 redstone here to activate the piston. On top of the detector rail, place 3 mud blocks in a line with a trapdoor in front of the middle one. Place a powered rail on the trapdoor, and detector rail is diagonal from it. Now the design is complete. To make sure it's built correctly, you can hit the fence gate or the note block, and that shouldn't move anything at the top. If you're building adjacent slices, make sure that the block in between them is mud, and if this is the slice at the end and the beginning, you don't want a solid block here. This has to be mud. Otherwise the villagers will get stuck. But everything after that can be solid blocks. And also make sure this block here before the detector rail is a powered rail, because if the minecart's going too slow, it will also get stuck. In my next video, I'll showcase a full trading hall using this design as well as the multi-villager converter I showcased in my last video. I hope this video has been helpful. The schematic, world download, and other information I covered in this video will be in the description. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.